When it
Morning.
comes to the inflation outlook, what makes it transitory? I know you just ran through some of those factors, including what we're seeing in the energy markets. But a lot of people out there saying it's got a lot to do with the supply chain constraints that we're currently seeing globally starting to ease, which will mean that inflation is transitory. And once we see some of these bottleneck pressures subside, it will bring down inflation. Would you agree with that outlook?
I do agree with that outlook, and I think there's one other contributing factor that, we have to remember that sometimes we're programmed to think linearly, but things are going to start to happen exponentially. And so once the supply chain clears up, we get through possibly one or two more variants of the virus, it switches over from a pandemic into something endemic. Remember, you've also got these antiviral medications coming from both Merck and Pfizer. And so I'm hoping that by the middle of next year, you'll see the Fed start to relax, again, taper. Can't say the word relax, actually, because they're very relaxed right now, but they'll start to taper. It's just going to take longer for them, which is going to lead to more aggressive stock market activity. You guys did mention the crypto testimonies later today. I think that's by and large very positive. I'm hoping for what I would call mama bear regulation, something in the middle for cryptocurrencies. And frankly, the more regulation from the United States and the greater invitation to make sure that the cryptocurrency market is based in the United States, I think is by and large very positive. So there's a lot of good things coming. I hate this. I'm not a doom and gloomer today.
Okay, let's talk. We've only got one question left with you, so let's get your trade then as we move into the new year. Tell us about your crypto outlook, because I know that you've been particularly bullish on it, and you did just mention before that you're surprised that we haven't seen as big a rebound when it comes to Bitcoin, for instance. A, why do you think that is? And then B, if we're going to see markets well supported into the new year, what's the trade that you can't live without when it comes to equities?
So again, I would be recommending Coinbase and MicroStrategy to people. Those are two trades that I don't think we can live without. But as it relates to Bitcoin and Ethereum and a few other coins like Algorand, I think they're set up nicely for the beginning of the year, and I expect more institutions will be buying them. I think the sluggishness here has to do with profit taking. If you go back to where we were last year at this time, these coins are anywhere up from 3.5 to 6 times. But by January, I think you'll see a lot more institutional buying. So, but on the stock side, I would be recommending Coinbase and MicroStrategy.